For example, I said, are you coming to party tomorrow? Okay, this is one question. There could be another question like, he said, what time did you leave the class yesterday? Now, these are two different questions. How do we recognize them? It's quite simple. All the questions that start with helping verb, they are called yes, no questions. So if a question is starting with a helping verb like is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, have, has, will, can, may, might, should, if it is starting with some helping verb, okay, are you coming, did you come yesterday, will you come tomorrow, uh, do you like English, does he study English, did you watch TV, had you completed your work, um, shall I go out? All of these sentence questions that are starting with helping verb are called yes no questions. All the questions that start with WH, they are called wah questions. Okay, they are wah questions. They start with what, when, where, why, uh, how. Okay, so like what time did you come, where did you study, when will you come, uh, where will I meet you, how did it happen. All of these questions are called wha question or WH question. Now what do we do? How do we change them? For example, we say I asked. Why I'm using asked? Because it's a question. So to indicate a question, I might use asked, which is better. I might use inquired, investigated. Okay. So I asked. Now I said, are you? Now this you is somebody who is in front of me, and that could be a male or a female. Okay, now I'm here at liberty to choose either a male or female pronoun. I asked him, for example, and then we use if or whether. I asked him if or whether, and because I have used this him, therefore he I will be using. If I used her, I asked her if or whether she, then it will be a she pronoun or female pronoun. So I asked him if he, are you coming is present continuous. Past will be was coming. If he was coming to party the next day. Tomorrow will change into the next day. Now all three changes are there with one additional thing, which is this if and whether concept. So with all yes no questions, when we change them into indirect, we must use if or whether. I asked him if or whether he was coming to, is, are you coming to, present continuous will change into past continuous, and tomorrow will change into the next day. Similarly, if we look at this question, it is like he asked, okay, what time did you leave the class yesterday? So this you is again, if we suppose he asked her, what time she, now why am I using she? Because I have used her as a object pronoun, and what time will remain as it is. What, when, where, why, how, they will remain as it is. This is past tense. Did you leave? I'll change it into past perfect. Huh? She had left the class the previous day. So all three changes are there. Pronoun is changed, tense had left is changed, and yesterday is changed into the previous day. This is how we will deal with the questions. So if we have yes no question or if we have WH questions, we will change them. You might have noticed one more thing, that the order of subject and verb is different. In direct question, helping verb is coming first and then we have a subject. Similarly, here helping verb is coming first and then there is a subject. But when we change into indirect, subject comes first and then the verb. Okay, so that is the subject and that is the verb. Subject and verb. So subject comes first and verb comes afterward. It becomes like a plain sentence, a common sentence, a simple sentence. But uh, because we have changed it into indirect form, therefore this would be the order of the sentences. So far we have seen that a simple sentence is changed by caring about pronouns, tenses, and some special words. A question, either of yes no nature or WH nature, is changed into that. The last of the idea is how do we change